Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. We are in Gascogne. We spawned middle at the Sea of Fortune map. We're already getting hit by a carrier. Only weakness of this ship, in my opinion, is the carrier, going up against carriers. I really love this. Right now, if you guys want to know why this is a video, Gascogne and Champagne are part of the Fierce Duo pack in the store. You can get this for global XP normally. We're going to go ahead and take a shot at Prince Eugen. Shimanto is lucky that he wasn't spotted much longer. But anyway, here, guys. So we spawn middle here in Gascogne. Obviously, one of my favorite French ships. I know a lot of people like Jean Bart, but I'll take Gascogne and Champagne over them, although Jean Bart is a very awesome ship. Alright, not saying anything against it. So we spawn middle, and the one most frustrating thing I see is people bailing on their middle spawn. You have the best starting spot when you spawn middle. You guys know it's my biggest pet peeve, right? If you spawn middle, stay there. You can affect the match more than anybody else. The Shimanto backs up, and we are going to go ahead and take a shot. He does stop going backwards, but we do get a Citadel. Now, he's going to shoot his guns. Realize that was a mistake. And he is going to start to... this is actually where he gives up, by the way. This player quits. I don't blame him. He got his engine broke. He's done. You aren't coming away from that. I probably should only shot one gun at him. And we do have our first blood. We do that. Now, we have some people rushing us. We got to be careful. There is a airstrike cruiser in the middle of the map. So we're going to back up just a hair because I do not. Gascogne doesn't have the best AA. Right? So we're going to just back up a little bit. And we have amazing range as we do go ahead and slap Odin there. And he's going to turn and realize we're here, and then we're going to be angled. Now, we have successfully defended the middle, right? We kind of have everybody backing up pretty much. Now it's time to help our flanks, right? So, we're looking at B8 Tirpitz. We're looking at Kronstadt. We're going to lead Kronstadt a little bit here. And try to go ahead and start to help our right flank, who, to be honest, not doing much as we get another Citadel on Kronstadt. And again, we're just going to stay moving because make ourselves a harder target when we do get spotted, if that is the case. Now we're going to take another shot at the Tirpitz. And now you're going to see here, we are starting to affect all the sides of the map, right? Like, we haven't shot at the left, but we will get there. And BA Tirpitz does slow down there. But, again, I know these ships excel at taking the flank. But when you spawn middle, one of the most frustrating thing I see as a player, besides AFK players, is people giving up such a good start in the middle of the map as we hit... Tirpitz again there, and Kronstadt over there, just kind of making their lives kind of a nightmare. They really can't angle to both ships. There's not a whole lot they can do here. This isn't them playing terrible. There's not much they can do here, right? So we're going to go ahead and take a shot, because I think I can clear that mountain. And as you can see here, there is the Johan right there in the middle. So we got to be careful of getting airdropped. But we got to really help this right flank out. It is starting to fall apart. And we're going to, even with our help, they have not been able to do a whole lot. So as you can see, our Kronstadt goes down and our Hampshire goes down. So we're not looking good here right now for the time being. Down on points, definitely down on ships. We're going to go ahead and hit Tirpitz pretty good here. And the one big thing with Gascogne is it did get buffed. And it now has the accuracy, basically, of Champagne and Constellation. Alright? And it shows. It already was a good ship. It didn't need to be buffed, in my opinion. But we're going to go ahead and with Dunkirk, we can switch shell types here. So you're going to see Kronstedt realized I hit him pretty good there. We're going to go ahead and send some HE his way, right? And we're going to start to move forward. Our battleship is going ahead and kind of pushing it. So we won't need to spot him. And at the same time, he damage cons his fire, meaning with our really nice, wonderful reload on Gascogne, we are going to go ahead and lead him a little bit back and try to get him on fire. And you get some really pretty salvos out of this ship. And as you can see, we get a permanent fire there, and our teammate does help, and does actually end up getting a kill. Now, Johan de Witt is out here. We're going to have a little bit running in with him, but we're not going to chase him down, right? We're going to shoot HE. He's angled pretty well. And we're going to start to push, right? This is still a close match. It could go any way, right? So we're going to go ahead. We've definitely helped affect the match. And we're going to start to work on heading over there to the A-cap. Why would we do that? Well, this side has a carrier. Our side has a carrier, a cruiser, and a battleship here, right? So we're going to head over here and help out, or go stop the player from getting A. We know what it is, actually, because we kind of know what's to our right, obviously. It is a British light cruiser, you can see, and it is a good player. Do not make any mistakes. This is a very solid player. We're going to try to sneak up on him. Anybody in this, there is a whole group of these. I call them the 2D guys. These guys are all real solid players. All right. And I run into them quite a bit. They play mornings like I do. And I have pretty good luck. But these guys are super nice, super friendly. But he probably has no idea we're coming, right? So we're going to go ahead, try to sneak up. We're going to make sure we control this match here. And go ahead and while he's in the smoke, try to get ready to take a shot. Now, he's probably assuming I'm going to be going behind that, straight ahead behind that island. And that is not going to be the case here. So when you guys see what happens here, you're going to see we're going to kind of catch them off guard a little bit here, and that happens, right? We've all, in fact, this morning I got dev struck once, or I got dev struck this morning, and I don't get dev struck very often. Actually, I got dev struck twice today. I got this dev struck in Suzuya, and it was American Cruiser. I don't remember what it was. Either way, it happens, right? So, even good players have bad days, and I played this player, and I know this is a solid player, a good player, but we're going to have to push the issue. He's probably thinking we're coming around the left side of the island. We're not. We're going to pop out to the right and see if we can't catch him off guard and capture the base all at the same time, and lo and behold, that's what happens, and he's not much he can do as he's trying to angle out and trying to get his guns on target. Plymouth, obviously a huge DPM monster if given the opportunity, as we do get a Citadel on him as well. And there's not much to do, but these two SD guys, they are very solid players. I run across these guys a lot, and they also are very friendly guys. So we're going to go ahead and grab the cap here, and we're just kind of paying attention to the map. So as you can see, we have affected the match in quite a way, but even with us taking out 10 there, there's a lot of, our flank had a rough go on that other side, right? And we're using the carrier just to figure out where everybody is on the map. So right now, we have the points lead, and I want to keep that. And also, too, guys, this ship, I want to be very clear. It's in the shop for global, and it's one of the most consistent ships I've played in the entire game, right? If you get focused by a carrier, it's rough. It don't have good AAA. Outside of this, I don't think this thing really has a weakness. You have range, you have reload, you have good HE, you got good AP. It's super quick. Like, there's not an issue. And also, you got to make sure you're switching shell types, right? Like, we got helped on Kronstead by switching shell types. Odin's right here. We're going to go ahead after we hit him earlier pretty good. We're going to go ahead and finish him off so he doesn't try to get our carrier. And obviously, our carrier is spotting the middle. So I know exactly right now, as you can see him pop back up, I know exactly where this Johan is. And we're going to come back and get him back. We have 3 heals and a lot of health. So I'm not super worried here, guys, about what the end result is going to be. Basically, Johan does not have torpedoes. Not too scared. I overmatch. When you run into that, not too much of a problem, right? So already in a pretty good mood as I hawk my horn. Carrier is doing his job pretty well, and we're going to push in. But again, like I said, not much weakness on this ship. I don't understand why this is not one of the most popular ships as we get detected, and we know planes are coming, but that's okay. And also lethally accurate. We're talking about Champagne. It literally has, I think, some of the best accuracy for battleships, along with Constellation and Champagne. Actually, I know it does now that it got buffed to Champagne accuracy. Only difference is Constellation gets plotting room, so in reality, Constellation's the most accurate ship. And trust me, I like accurate ships. You guys I like this ship a lot. You guys know I love Constellation. I have a match for tomorrow in Champagne for the other part of the Fierce Duo pack. And we know where he is because of spotting, and there's not much this guy's going to be able to do, right? We know where he is. Obviously, he's close. We're, sonar, but we can see him on the map. So he is actually angled well to us, so we're going to use our shell switch thing. And we're just going to go ahead and hit him a little bit, reset the cap. And now he is starting to drive right at us instead of being angled. And why is that a problem? Well, I overmatch. And we're going to go ahead and, as we get our Confederate, we're going to go ahead just angle right through the bow. As you can see here, we're loaded. And we switch over to AP. We're loaded. We just blast them through the bow as we get our high caliber. So obviously a huge game, a solo cap and high caliber Confederate, Dreadnought, and a 3,500 base XP game. Obviously helping our team win with a very, very solid match. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you folks next time.